by way of housekeeping, I'll request opportunity to clarify an issue that was canvassed yesterday, but I guess it's a function of exhaustion that I did not complete. I would appreciate an opportunity to do so. And then, I don't know, perhaps flowing therefrom might be questions from the commissioners. Other than that, the plan this morning is to start the next topic. As the commissioners are well aware, Commissioner Mkhwanazi deals with a number of issues in his statement, and we will not be able to cover them all today. So we have made an election on how best to progress his evidence, appreciating that he's unlikely to finish today. We request, therefore, to canvass the one issue and thereafter apply that his further testimony be stood down to a date to be determined by the Commission. And as scheduled, thereafter, we will then have to turn to the next witness who was scheduled to appear today. On that basis, then, I'm ready to proceed, unless there are questions.
Thank you, Ms. Sillo. Good morning, Commissioner.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning.
Thank you. Please proceed, Mr.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. Morning, Commissioner Mkhwanazi.
Morning, Madam. Morning.
May I ask you to pull out the Mapieye annexure file?
Thank you, Madam.
And I trust that you have your statement file open by you, your own statement. And once you've located your statement, please turn to page 11. At page 11, I want to draw your attention to paragraph 35. From 35, you deal with the issue of the blue lights and the registration of vehicles. Certain questions were posed to you in this regard, and you provided responses. However, I omitted to clarify one matter with you regarding specifically this issue, which the Chair has granted me opportunity to now. Before I do so, can I check some issues with you? And I speak from a layman's perspective. All our vehicles are registered through or in the e-NATIS system, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
So, on my understanding, that system, and my use of the word system is in the broadest possible terms, the use of that system in itself has inbuilt a level of guarantee that I will not wake up tomorrow and find somebody is registered as owner of my car. Is that so?
It's happening. It's happening a lot. We deal with those complaints, we investigate those complaints. Okay. There are people who are able to get through the system and do that. In fact, it's one of the crimes that is costing that has made government to be flexible in terms of changing registration plates time to time, you see.
Okay.
But it's happening every day, everywhere. That's one of the challenges that we're having within the city of Ekurhuleni.
Okay, now you make me more worried than I was earlier this morning.
Yes.
But will you accept, or would I be correct to accept that it is not meant to happen that way?
Yes, yes.
So something is broken in the system. The system is not functioning as it was intended to function.
Yes, and remember, it's managed nationally.
Yes, no doubt.
Yes.
I was just asking to understand how it works so that I can pose my question. Okay. Then you just increased my worries. But nonetheless, let's now, against that background, turn to Mapiye annexure file, and I want you to turn to page 92, and in particular annexure JM 17 of Mapiye file.
Page 75.
Page 92.
92.
The flag should read JM 17.
Oh, JM 17.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, 92, JM 17. Oh, yes.
Thank you. This is the letter of intention to commit on the letterhead of CAT VIP protection, and at page 93 it concludes, kind regards, Mr. Vusimusi Matala, CEO. You confirm?
Yes.
And this is the letter that you had received from Mr. Vusimusi regarding the donation of the 4 vehicles referred to at page 92?
Yes.
That letter is unsigned?
Yes.
Okay. And that letter doesn't provide any detail that, on the reading of the document, would constitute proof of the fact that the cars listed in item 3, the 2 BMWs, the 1 Mercedes-Benz and the 1 VW Golf, are indeed owned by CAT VIP protection or Mr. Vusimusi Matala, or that Mr. Vusimusi Matala has got lawful authority over those vehicles. Do you accept that?
Yes, I accept. But I was listening to him at ad hoc. He has committed and agreed that, yes, I donated vehicles.
Yes.
Or there was that, yes.
Yeah, I just confined myself to the document as it stands.
Yes.
If I were to receive it, I would wonder whether he is able to donate the vehicles as he purports to at item 3, purely on the basis that this letter doesn't prove that he's the lawful owner of those vehicles. Correct?
Oh, yes, according to this.
Now, when we dealt with the issue, and I think Commissioner Baloyi asked you some questions on the registration of these particular vehicles into the name of the EMPD. You remember that engagement?
Yes.
And my recollection earlier, you had said that after they had been registered in the name of Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Council or municipality, you received a call from the city's proxy, Mr. Christine, who said to you, and if I quote, hey Baba, there are problems or complaints about these registrations, correct?
Yes.
But by the time he called you, technically they had been effected. That's why there had to be a re-registration back to Mr. Matala. They had been registered as vehicles belonging to the municipality by the time this problem arose, about which Mr. Christine had that conversation with you.
Yes,
to say that that registration must be reversed.
Yes.
When you received the letter of donation, and this is the letter you gave to Mr. Christine together with the instruction to register based on the donation itself, correct?
Yes.
Should the commission understand that this unsigned letter of intention to commit by Mr. Vusi Madlanga, that doesn't even cite his ID number, to which formal documentation pertaining to these vehicles is not attached, and there is no other proof accompanying this letter that either Mr. Madlanga or CAT VIP Protection Services own these vehicles, that it was possible for you to facilitate the registration of those vehicles? How did you accomplish that feat?
Can you repeat? Because you said, could the commission find? I was still waiting.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
When you facilitated the registration of the vehicles in the municipality's name,
yes,
all you had was this letter, the donation. No, it's not even a donation letter because it's of intention to commit. That's all you had. Yes.
When I was called by Chris, the vehicles were registered.
Where before they are being registered. I'm trying to understand how the registration into the municipality's name occurred, and ask you whether, are you suggesting to the commission that this letter of intention to commit was sufficient to effect that registration?
Yes. When I went to Chris, yes, on that day, I received face value. Yesterday I said papers, I forgot the name face value. Face value is the paper that is saving your ID, everything, the name of the owner. It's a bluish, grayish or greenish document. We call it face value. But
we call it?
A face value paper.
Face value, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things that it's having a challenge to. I know that I'm increasing the fears and what.
Yes.
Because most of the time they steal them and register. But I received that, which was accompanied by the ID number and everything, with the certified copy of the ID, which is having ID, our card IDs and everything, you see. But all those documents that I received, I submitted them as the original to IPT. Because I even told them that I'm even having, they didn't ask about them. I even said, I'm even this document original. I gave it to IPT. You can go and check, you will find them with the IDs and everything. But I saw in your attachments that they are there too. But all those documents about those vehicles, I took all of them to IP with the photos of IT as they were registered, as per required process.
Okay.
But I'm not part of that side. But I know when you register a car, because I've been one of different cars, you're supposed to do that.
Now, we know that the memorandum of understanding concluded by you, between Ekurhuleni Municipality, EMPD, I think it was, and CAT VIP, that was never approved.
Yes,
so it did not exist in reality.
Yes.
And it could not be relied upon to register the vehicles. So we accept that, correct? We couldn't rely on that MOU to transfer the vehicles.
Yeah, we rely on what Chris wanted. I agree.
And the only other document we have regarding the donation is this JM 17.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Yes.
And we know that we did not have an agreement of donation signed by the city manager as the policy provides.
As I clarified yesterday, it was on an initiation stage. It was on a beginning stage.
No, sorry, your voice dropped.
Oh, humble apologies.
Pull them towards yourself more, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Please start.
Humble up. I'm having ulcers. I can't push.
I know the challenge. Perhaps if you lean over.
Yeah, let me try to amplify my voice.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm saying it was at the beginning stage, you see. That's why it didn't even, the question of That's why he wanted the letter of commitment, because he was still dealing with the registration and everything, as I clarified yesterday. I know Commissioner Baloyi raised it many times with me, you see, but I'm still saying it was odd at that stage, you see. That's why Chris wanted, to me said, I only want this, you see, and I submitted this.
Yes.
Yes.
So then, looking at this annexure, clearly it does, firstly it's unsigned by Mr. Vusi Madlanga.
I agree.
And I don't think any credible institution would accept this document for any purpose. It's unsigned. What's your comment to that?
Let me say it was a blind eye, and because it's writing CEO Vusi and the IDs and everything, they correspond with the name, you see. But I agree with you. Oh, you can hear me?
Oh, yes. No, I didn't want to make you repeat, so I apologize.
Let me repeat.
Yes. I had missed. You say it was a?
No, I'm saying this with the documents that were submitted, ID numbers and the papers, but the process, I think maybe he agreed on that to confirm that the name and the surname and the ID copy or the certified ID copy. I think maybe it was because of that.
But this document doesn't speak to attachments. It doesn't say attached, please find certified copy of IDs. It doesn't say, please find, you call it face value. It doesn't say anything.
You are correct, you are correct.
So you obtained those separately from Mr. Madlanga?
Yes.
With a pure intent to facilitate the transfer of the vehicles into the municipality's name?
Not to facilitate per se. Remember when...
It has to be, apologies.
Sorry?
I was saying it has to be facilitate because you had concluded that this document in and of itself will not accomplish that feat.
Facilitate, it means you are part of the other side, you are doing papers and everything. I didn't do that. I submitted.
You first obtained them from Mr. Madlanga?
Yes.
In order to submit them?
Yes.
So that the registration can take place?
Yes.
And that's what I call facilitation. Will you accept that?
I don't want to commit myself to facilitation.
Now, in the time that you were doing all that, as you informed Commissioner Baloyi yesterday, these vehicles were still in Mr. Madlanga's possession and in his use.
Yes, they were in Mr. Madlanga's position. I can't confirm, but yes, they were in Mr. Madlanga's position.
Why was there a hurry to facilitate the registration if the municipality had not even been placed in possession of the vehicles at the time?
Yes, yesterday I said to the chair that there was this excitement, this say we are going to get cars, you see, and this happiness would at least come bringing something to the city, something to the department, since there were challenges. That there was that excitement and say at least there's something positive that I'm doing, you see. And I accepted to the chair when he said to me, you know, when you take decisions whilst you are in excitement, I said, no, it's a lesson I learned, you see.
So you then must, because you haven't, I don't think you have produced the documents that you say facilitated the registration of these vehicles.
No, I've said all the original I submitted to IPIT when they were investigating. I gave it to them as they are.
So I then must put it to you that you say you did not fit the vehicles with the blue lights.
Yes.
That's your contention.
Yes.
But you must accept that you facilitated that process through the registration of those vehicles in the municipality's name in circumstances where the municipality did not have control over those cars. What is your comment to that?
My comment is that the first thing, when this thing, there was noise, I said, but I didn't see these vehicles. They didn't see, and officers, if they see members of public with blue lights, they're supposed to arrest that person, you see, because I didn't see them. You see, no one has came to me with the red photos of saying these focus 1, 2, 3, 4 are having blue lights.
Yes.
See, I've never, and no one has ever came to me. Yes. It's just media, and people that are raising. But physically, and them coming to me with the cars or photos, I've never. Except that thing of blue lights with the wife and what. It's only that thing in social media. As I've said that's why I started to pick and say, what's happening now? I started to be cautious. But after that, it was Mr. Mzolo, Mr. Christine. Then I could conclude in my mind. And as I've said that suspension, there's nothing that came to me. It was for the first time, and I appreciated to see documents with this commission. Yes. It was, in fact, transparent. I started to see, So there is documentation, and even the attachments that you gave it to me, I could see photos of Matlala registration plates and the registration and what those that are submitted to IPT. You see, but there's honestly, you see, that's what I stated. That's what pushed me to differ with my attorneys and say, no, at least it's transparent. I'm going to that commission. At least now I can have something.
You say that you are not, you say that your standpoint is any citizen, private citizen, driving a car with blue lights has to be arrested. That's your standpoint.
Want to stop him or her?
Yes.
Blue lights, they must approve an appointment card and other papers. You see, it's an arrest or you impound a vehicle.
Okay.
Yes.
But thanks to your facilitation, that is not a risk Mr. Matlala faced, because if that vehicle were stopped and checked, the records will show it as an EMPD vehicle. So he never ran that risk, and he knew that.
No, the appointment card must tell you that I'm an officer. You want an appointment card. Remember, officers, they don't wear uniform. You stop them. Once you stop them, in fact, it's happening. I did it many times. It's happening many times where you stop a police officer, appointed police officer, driving a private vehicle. If you want to confirm, you want we call it Amstelling or appointment card in English. Let me say so. It's an Afrikaans word. You see, then you confirm the appointment card is an officer and what. If you are not even sure, you can on a radio. We are able to connect to SAPS channel. In fact, the communication radio they're using all metros, it's linked to SAPS. There's a channel that to confirm the appointment card. Then they will confirm to, yes, this is an officer, you see.
And the system, you are able to check in A-Natus to see the ownership of that vehicle, can't you?
Yes.
And you actually do.
Yes.
And when that check returns a confirmation that it is owned by EMPD, it offers some level of protection for the occupants of that vehicle. It is an official EMPD vehicle according to E-Natus.
Yes, they were registered.
Yes.
Not EMPD, to the city. Or it doesn't say, our vehicles, they don't say, if they're not marked, you can't confirm for the department. But our vehicles are saying the city of Ekurhuleni. They are registered with the city of Ekurhuleni by one proxy. But yes, I confirm they were registered to the city.
They were registered, and so you say that even the police vehicles of the city of Ekurhuleni, it can never be determined that these are under the control of the EMPD directly used by police officers, and these are general council municipal vehicles used by everybody, including me, who happens to be employed.
May I clarify something to you?
Yes, please do.
We use vehicles of the city as EMPD. For example, like currently, 50% of the vehicles that we're using, because of challenges of vehicles, they belong to other departments, but they're not registered under those departments. Health, different departments, parks and what, but they are registered under the city of Ekurhuleni with one proxy. But if a vehicle is not marked, you can't determine that it's EMPD, not EMPD. That's why we are pushing that our vehicle must be marked. But with the challenges of finances, we prioritize buying than marking, because marking per vehicle is very costly, because you must brand. Let me say branding per se. You must brand the whole vehicle. It becomes a challenge. I'm saying this because currently, as an acting chief, I was dealing with the issue with the fleet, the issue of buying vehicles. You see, we pushed them to be branded, but they said, no. Once we brand, it means that per that fleet of 40, 50, we must cancel or we must buy 35 and use the money of the other vehicles to brand. I said, no, we need vehicles. Give us tools of trade. Then in the next coming procurement or what, you will assist us by putting branding. For now, you can put stickers. That's what it's marking. Just put on stickers. And those stickers, I must say, at any time you can move them. But it's for, so that members of public, when you stop them, they can say at least, this is EMPT. As I've said to you, now we can drive around the Kurulu and you'll be stopped by a vehicle which is not even having a blue light. You see, because we don't have a tender for that as the city. You see, if those 50, if it's not part of the 50 vehicles, those that are borrowed from other department, you can't feed them with anything. It's just to take members from to the place of work. But the challenge that we have is that there must be another tender to put blue lights. It's a process that needs finance and finances. It's a challenge, it's a difficult challenge. But not because it's not doable, because there are no finances to do that. That's a challenge. We prioritize to get tools of trade so that officers can go and do points, go and attend complaints and what. Then for patrolling crimes and what, we take those that are having marked vehicle. But once you stop that person with that car, it will be say city of Ekurhuleni, and it will confirm that it's registered under city. I agree on that. But challenge is to confirm that exactly the department, it has become, it's not supposed to be that, you see. But because of challenges of finances and it is like that.
Okay. My question is, from your answer, I want to testify I'm understanding you correctly. EMPD officials have the right to use blue lights, don't they?
Police officers?
Yes.
Yes. But let me explain. It's just two, I'll take 1 minute. I know Bob Madlanga doesn't want me to talk and move. Yes. Humble apologies, Chair.
Madlanga, not Madlala, please. Madlanga. Madlanga.
Madlanga. Humble apologies. I know that you have been defended my surname many times. Humble apologies, Chair. We are having security officers that are employed under the city or under EMPD. Let me specifically talk about department. Then we are having peace officers. Our peace officers are not like the one of the province. You see, those that are appointed as traffic wardens. Let me say traffic wardens. They do points, they attend to school points in the morning to assist school kids. You'll find them driving those vehicles. But to give them old cars. You see, but they're still marked. With the order branded, per se. I don't know, because I invited the commission to go to the city. I don't know when they go, they said, Mkhwanazi, but you said this is not happening. It's happening because of challenges. Because in the party, there can be 5, 6 there, and at least they can attend 5 or 4 points. But we are pushing that. There must be an officer.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I apologize. You recall that we are talking about blue lights, not branding.
Yes, I'm going.
And my only question was EMPD officials, police officers, are entitled to use blue lights.
Or police officials, yes. But I wanted to say we still have security officers and traffic wardens.
Police officers.
Yes.
Police officers, they are entitled.
Yes.
And they have exercised that right by installing blue lights.
Sorry?
By installing blue lights.
No, they don't install blue lights.
Or by having blue lights installed in their vehicles.
They are issued with cars that are having blue lights. They don't partake in those processes. All of us, we don't partake in those processes. We are being issued.
Issued by who?
By the city and the department.
So the city is responsible for the installation of the blue lights?
Yes. Prox is responsible for that, not the MPT.
When you say proxy, are you suggesting
Mr. Christine?
Mr. Christine is responsible for installing blue lights in vehicles?
Yes.
So how does Mr. Christine know which vehicle to fit with blue lights and which not?
Remember, he's the one who's procuring vehicles. He's mastering in that. He knows that I've procured 40 vehicles in this financial term. Those vehicles, as I explained, in terms of the finances, budget must be like this. Deals with budgeting and everything with his team. You you see, that we are going to install 40 of them with this amount. After that tender, there's nothing that is happening, I think so. But it's the one that Master Itendi has been doing it for years.
Mr. Madlanga, can I make this comment to you?
Yes.
To hand you the money for the mistake.
Thank you for taking it to that level.
No, not that level. I apologize for the error.
I'm sure it's not a Freudian slip, Commissioner.
I apologize, Commissioner Mkhwanazi. The letter is open in front of me and my eye fell on the name. I didn't mean to do so. My comment to you is, in your testimony this morning, you are desperately trying to place as much distance between the vehicles of the EMPD, between yourself and the vehicles of the EMPD. That is, you are trying very hard to do that. And that is why you suggest that all vehicles are registered as owned by the city only and have got no association with EMPD.
No, they got association. Once the vehicle are registered bought by the city, once they're issued to the department, it becomes the responsibility of a department.
And that way they get associated with the department.
Yes, once they're issued.
Yes.
Once they're issued to the not associated. Your wording is putting me aside. Association and issued is two different things. Once they're issued or once they are handed to the department.
Okay.
There's handing over ceremony where we receive all our fleet.
Okay.
Yes.
Like the 4 donated vehicles are issued to EMPD.
No, they were not issued to EMPD. They were not issued to EMPD. I've said we didn't receive those vehicles. They were not physically issued to.
But they were intended to be issued.
Yes.
To EMPD.
Yes.
So they would be strictly for use by EMPD.
Yes.
And therefore, they would be able, that would assist whoever is able to fit in blue lights on the basis that it's for the use by EMPD. I'm not saying facilitated by EMPD, but that would enable them to do so.
Don't be technical.
Oh.
You are.
I thought it's technical issues.
You are.
So.
Repeat that statement. I will stop you and may you please, there's where I want to stop you and want you to change the wording. Today you want me to hang myself to the commissioners.
Okay. I have no interest in you hanging yourself. In fact, you still have a lot of assistance to render to the commission, so I would desperately not wish for you to hang yourself. Yes. What I'm saying is, you facilitate the transfer of the vehicles. You go out of your way to obtain the documents necessary for that effort. In circumstances where Mr. Matala, in informing you of the intention to commit through this letter, did not give you the requisite documents because you knew those vehicles would be for the use of EMPD. Now you want to dissociate yourself from that close relation between the vehicles and the EMPD by suggesting that firstly they get registered to the city and then internally in the city they are distributed to EMPD. That's what you're trying to do.
I agree with your latter or with your 2 or 3 last words. Okay. The facilitation, I contested it. Me, I approached, not I facilitated. But I don't distance myself from the relations because it's me who went to Chris. I accepted even yesterday that I went to Mike Van Veek, I went to Chris, not to Chris, to Mr. Matlal. I agreed and accepted.
Okay.
And confirmed to commissioners that I did.
So will you then accept a proposition that to the extent that Mr. Matala was able to fit blue lights?
I'm not sure about that. I've said that you didn't see them.
I haven't finished this.
Oh, sorry.
And I say to the extent that he was able to do so. Okay? That became possible facilitated the registration of those vehicles into the city's name. Will you accept that?
You said that can be possible. You are not saying he has done that. I agree with that can be possible. Yes. Because even Commissioner Baloyi yesterday, when he was pushing, say, you are not sure when you are, and I agreed to that. You see, with what was the car doing, what was happening, you see there, I agreed to that. Because I didn't see the cars physically, and I'm still saying, no one came to me with the exact proof of those vehicles and said, these are the vehicles. We are charging for 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles. And we found this vehicle, we arrested or we stopped the person with these ID numbers and stealing numbers and everything. Because officers are having pocketbooks. Anything that you are having a challenge with, you note. Anything that you suspect, you note. So that if that person wants to come with litigations, we are able to defend and say, no, but at this time, I stopped this person, it's Mkhwanazi with this ID number, some with this car which is having blue light. There's nothing like that happened, except media, gossips and what, and now this, you see, it has led to us to sit in this commission. May
I clarify?
Yes,
you remember I started my statement with the words, to the extent that Mr. Madlanga may have done so.
We said possibly.
Yeah, if now Mr. Madlanga, I said to the extent he may have done so, it was through your facilitation, through the registration of these vehicles in the city's name. And I'm not saying he did. I'm saying if it is found that he did, that was made possible by your action here of driving this registration of vehicles in the city's name in circumstances where the city was not even in possession of those vehicles. Will you, you can at least accept that.
May I say something to the commission?
Yes.
I, Mkhwanazi, I didn't facilitate any process of installing, putting, and branding those vehicles. Installing blue lights, or facilitating in terms of putting blue lights or branding those vehicles. I did not do that. What I did is to approach Chris so that we can have an add into our fleet. And that I accept. And I approach Boost, that I accept. You see. And I've accepted maybe for 2 hours yesterday. Even now I still say that. I do accept that. Not the one of putting blue lights, installing blue lights and what. That is not within my powers.
Thank you, Mr. Madlanga. Commissioner Kumalo?
Mkhwanazi.
Am I back there again? Just
I think you need water too, Mr.
I think so. I should learn a thing or two from Commissioner Mkhwanazi, right?
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, there are many files next to you. Maybe someone should just assist you. Mr. Kolani needs us annexures. We are still on the topic. So.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, may I move this one? JM, or just
keep it close. Oh. We will come back to it. Page 156. So, Advocate Sillo put to you that you facilitated the registration of CAT Security Services vehicles into EMPD's name.
Commissioner Kumalo, once you use facilitate, be sure to get a no from the commissioner. So perhaps... Sorry to interrupt you.
So, let's not debate the use of language. Let's just go through exactly what you did so that you can confirm that this is exactly what I did,
yes,
without focusing on the language used. Are you on page 156?
Commissioner, I always forgot to say name.
Kumalo.
Sorry?
Kumalo.
Thank you.
Are you on page 156?
Yes.
You'll see that on that page is a letter from Christine, Regional Fleet Controller for EMPD. Do you have that?
Yes, I'm having it.
And he says, in December 2022, Director Mkhwanazi from EMPD came to see me about a donation of vehicles to EMPD. I indicated to Director Mkhwanazi that the licensing department are closing for December holidays and that he needs to come back in January 2023.
Yes.
Is that correct?
It's true.
Yes. And then the next paragraph, he says, in January 2023, I indicated to Director Mkhwanazi that there must be a letter of donation from the donor to EMPD. In January 2023, Director Mkhwanazi brought me the documents and vehicle registration documents to me at my office in Primrose to be registered in COE as per donation. I gave the documents to my admin representative to register the vehicles as per donation to EMPD. Next paragraph, Director Mkhwanazi, sorry, before we go to the next paragraph, can you confirm
yes.
what I've just read is correct?
Yes, Commissioner.
Third paragraph, Director Mkhwanazi is a senior EMPD officer who approached me with the donation and didn't see anything wrong and requested a formal letter of donation of the vehicles. A donation will definitely assist EMPD as the department are currently struggling with law enforcement. It should be law enforcement. It says law enforcement vehicles. This is the norm as my understanding as SEAT program and Gauteng heavy vehicle donations were donated only on a donation letter. You agree with that paragraph?
100%.
Yes. And then in February 2023, Director Mkhwanazi contacted me to inform me that the donation is cancelled and that he will send people to collect the documents to change it back to the donor. Is that more or less correct?
Yes, I collected them, yes.
Yes. Now,
I agree.
The documents you gave to Christine, if you go to page 157, same bundle.
Oh, yes.
Remember we were in 156, you now go to the next page. 157.
Oh, this letter again.
Yes, so it's that letter of intent that you gave him.
Yes.
But you did more than that, because to prove to him that there was an MOU between Ekurhuleni and Ket, you attached that MOU that you signed on 13 October 2021 as part of the documents for the registration of the vehicles. And that appears on page 159 of the bundle. So all these documents are the documents you gave to Christine.
Commissioners, you see there's a challenge now. The attachment of a memorandum that we had, it is having my signature.
Yes.
This one doesn't have a signature.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm saying you gave this to Christine. That's all I'm asking you.
No, let me agree on what you're asking.
Yes. Because you wanted to show him that there is a memorandum between EMPD and CAT services. Because otherwise the letter on page 157 would not make sense. For it to make sense, you needed to give him all the documents. And one of the documents you gave him was this document that we see on page 159.
What I like with this commission is that you are very strict in terms of signature. You see, here now I must agree where there's no signature. You see, and here does it say I attach this? It doesn't say so.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, these are documents that come from Christine. He says this is what happened. This is the bundle.
Let me read it.
Yes.
The last two paragraphs.
Yes.
In February 2023, Director Mkhwanazi contacted me, informed me that the donation is cancelled. Now I want where it says this attached, or the donation is cancelled, and he will send people to collect documents to change it, or to change it, or to To change it back, yes. It's supposed to change.
I see how you love avoiding questions. Remember, we read paragraph 2, and paragraph 2 says, in January 2023, Director Mkhwanazi brought me the documents and vehicle registration documents. So I'm putting to you that the documents you brought to Christine included this document that we see on page 159. I'm not saying it is signed. I'm simply saying the documents you gave to him included the document that we see on page 159. Yes or no?
Let me say no. This one I commit. I did. Okay. And these ones of later on, part of the document, it was the details.
Yes. And we're going there because I'm not going to take you through all of them. From page 166 of that bundle all the way to page 275. So it was a lot of documents that you gave to Christine.
No, Commissioner. No. I didn't have the bundle. I can't have access. It was... Oh no, Commissioner. A lot of documents you're saying, this is very thick. I didn't carry this. I didn't.
Let's just do one.
Yes.
So you would have given him page 167.
No, I don't remember the documents. No,
but
I gave the... Let me confirm to you. I gave the vehicle, the documents or something that has to do with vehicle. Remember, this is done by Chris. It's not done by me. This, you don't have access of this. It's him and the licensing that I have. There's no member. You get it when you register vehicles. You don't carry it with. We don't allow that. Because this causes forgery. This is the cause of forgery. It's not allowed to be carried anyway.
Okay, maybe just to move forward.
Yes.
How did they get their cars registered in EMPD's name? Because my understanding of the registration process is that you would need this document that you see on page 167.
Yes, you're correct.
And somebody has to complete this form, including the previous owner.
Yes.
Yes. Now, the only way Mr. Matlala, and several of these are completed by Mr. Matlala, he would have completed them and given them to you. Correct?
Yeah. No, this, I'm talking, I agree when you talk about this, not the whole big bundle. Yeah. This is images, it's not supposed to be carried by anyone. Yeah. Maybe this is part of the evidence that they are bringing to confirm the vehicles that they were registered. On that I agree. Yes, that they were registered. Yeah. But carrying a small bundle, the letter of commitment, and these ones, I agreed earlier on. I still agree on that, on these ones.
Yes. And then the IDs you're talking about, we don't have to look at all.
Yes.
On page 236, for example.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Copies of certified ID.
Yes. And then on 228,
sorry?
Let's go to 228 quickly.
228. Oh, 220. Yes,
are you there?
I'm there.
So you can clearly see that the section that deals with the particulars of the seller, Mr. Matlala has completed that section.
Yes, I said this. I agree. These are the documents. Yes.
So you would have obtained this from him?
Yes, I've said so.
And taken them to Christine?
Yes. No. When we were there, he said I've obtained from him. Yes. So that the Christian can start registration plates. And I agree on that.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi,
I agree on that.
I've owned a vehicle before and I've transferred a vehicle to somebody else before.
No, I'm saying on these papers, I agree on that.
You need this document to facilitate the transfer.
Yes.
And these documents you would have obtained from Mr. Ket Matlala.
Oh yes, this
and
is so.
You would have then given them to Christine as part of the bundle that he needed to change the ownership of the vehicles from CAT services to EMPD.
You're 100% correct. Yes.
So whatever language that is used, whether it's facilitation or assistance, this is what you did.
Yes, it's facilitation, yes. Facilitation
We
is
don't need to
saving.
fight about this.
Facilitation is saving prison. Commissioners, you are there. I'm here. I can't agree to leave my kids and go to jail for something that I didn't do. I didn't put blue lights. I must say, I can't.
Nobody.
I may want to be honest and impress you, but not with lies.
Nobody has said anything about jail, Commissioner.
This is a commission of inquiry. You will be making recommendation. I will be sitting somewhere. And I won't see you with that. I will see you after 10 years or 50 years.
And Commissioner, to be fair to you, I don't think anybody is suggesting that you physically got the blue lights and fitted them on Mr. Matlala's vehicles. I don't think anybody is suggesting that.
Commissioners, on your side, yes, but that side, it's different. Even yesterday, you assisted me when I was lost, agreeing about that letter that you submitted a letter to Chief of Police. I was saying it's English, I was lost. Up until you said, no, man, this is 20. I said, no, but you said you didn't remember. I said, in fact, there you were so fair to me because I was lost, and you were able to assist me. And at night, when I was with you, I said, but they're fair. They assisted me where I was lost. Thank you for that.
I didn't mean to interrupt because we don't have enough time. Because of the debate about facilitation, yes. I thought it's only fair that I take you to the documents so that you can understand what the allegation is.
Oh, yes.
And now that I've done that and we've agreed that this is what you did, and give the time back to Advocate Sim.
Just one very minor point arising from my colleagues' questions. You said that the memorandum, let me call it the CAT VIP memorandum, would have gone out of the EMPD for approval, final approval within the Metro after internal approval within the EMPD. Am I correct?
Yes, the process is yes, Commissioner.
Yes. So because the only person that signed within the Metro was you, it never went out of the EMPD. It remained within the EMPD.
Yes, it never. Yes, we are correct. You are correct.
Yes,
you are correct, Commissioner.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, you are the person within the EMPD that interacted with Mr. Chris Stein with regard to the registration of these motor vehicles.
Yes, Commissioner.
So if he had to have a copy of this memorandum, it is only natural that he would have had to come to you to obtain a copy of that memorandum, not so?
Yes. He was communicating with me.
Yes.
But the attachment, he may not.
No, please. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Now we have these documents that Commissioner Khumalo has referred you to, and this memorandum is within that pack. Is it not only logical that, as Commissioner Khumalo was suggesting to you, you must have given that memorandum to Mr. Chris Stein? Is that not only logical?
It's not. Because there's a third person now. This bundle doesn't come from Chris. It's coming from another person. And in my bundle, I've got two statements.
And where all of a sudden would Mr. Chris Stein have obtained this memorandum, if not from you?
I'm not sure that this bundle, this document...
I'm talking about just the one, please. Just the one, just the memorandum.
No,
where all of a sudden would he have gotten this? You accept that it was an EMPD document, and before approval within the EMPD, it remained within the EMPD. And you also accept that the only person he interacted with regard to the registration was you. And now we see an EMPD document, and I'm saying that in quotation marks, of course, because it was never approved. We see an EMPD document amongst the documents that Mr. Chris Stein says he got from you. So my question is, how can you suggest that he did not get it from you? It's only logical that he must have gotten it from you under these circumstances. Why is that not so?
Oh yes, may I respond, Commissioner?
Yes, logically.
Yes, logically this is not coming from Christine, it's coming from PM 10. It's coming from, the bundle says, I'm also going to refer you to my bundle where I've got another letter that comes from Mr. Christine. Yes. My argument is that, you see, this doesn't come, all the bundle is the evidence of those that are alleging me, you see. I'm not guaranteed, I'm not sure, because you said to me, it must state, as she was leading the evidence, that the letter must be specific. Even yesterday, you said so many times, commissioners, you see. But now, this letter doesn't say, I even got the memorandum of understanding. Then it comes from a third person and the fourth person. That's my challenge.
It does, actually. Look at the last sentence.
See the attached donation of your P letter and yes,
it does.
It does. No, I was still reading. Then the commissioner said, "Let's go up," because I wanted to confirm what he was saying.
So now that you see it, you accept.
No. If it's from Chris, I accept.
Please, you accept that he got it from you.
Yes, it is from Chris. I accept. Because I'm the one who was engaging from
Why
him.
is it that you only accept it when you see it in black and white?
No.
Surely you must know, as a matter of fact, Commissioner, that you either gave this document to Mr. Christine or you did not. Surely you must know.
Now, if I did, I will agree. I won't lie to the commissioner. It's just that I don't trust some of the allegations that are coming from some of those bundles.
Please do not conflate issues. Please do not conflate issues. There's a difference between knowing that you actually did something and not wanting to admit that you did it because you are suspicious of other people. There's a difference between the two. So now are you saying that you were denying purely because you were suspicious that other people snuck this letter in here? Is that what you were suggesting earlier?
Yes, but now you are clarifying it. I get you, and I agree on your latest clarification that there's a difference between.
Can you explain why you suddenly accept that you gave this memorandum to Mr. Christine?
No, the letter is very clear. And so I trust all the documents that I gave to him.
You must be told by the letter before you accept what you actually did.
No, Commissioner, this is long ago. I don't even remember. That's why I'm saying you are honest to me. This commission is showing me the documents that I didn't have, that I forgot about it. Now I'm able to check and see. Even during the week last week when I was in time, I saw many documents that I don't remember about, or some that are still new to me. You see, that's why I'm saying to you, at least you are fair, I'm able to refer. Even if I forgot, you still remind me and say, no, but there's this letter.
The last question on this.
Yes.
So if I had not shown you this last sentence, you would leave this hearing having categorically denied that you ever gave Mr. Christine this letter, this memorandum.
No, even if I agreed, but deep down in my heart, I was going to say, but this is not fair.
No, please answer the question. My question is, if I had not shown you this last sentence of Mr. Christine's letter, you would have left this hearing having categorically denied that you ever gave Mr. Christine this memorandum.
Commissioner, I was going to ask you again, can you assist me by confirming, because you are independent? I was going to say that, like yesterday.
That's not answering my question. Please answer my question.
Let me say yes. Let me say it, because I was doing that, yes.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner, maybe let me start it's still on this topic.
Oh, yes, Commissioner.
Yesterday, you remember, with the chair and with Ms. Sillo, you looked at the SPIES annexures. If you could just pull that bundle so that you have the same page that I have. Then page 4 of that bundle.
Let's see. I'm confusing these papers now. You'll assist me.
page 4. It should be RS2, Roman figure 2. You remember that document? You were discussing it with Advocate Silo and the chairperson. It's that list, the list of cars, you remember? Yes, and you said you don't know the registration numbers.
Yes.
Now, you still have the Ngiza bundle now, the one that you were discussing with Commissioner Khumalo. Is it still open on your desk? Is that the one? Okay. Turn to page 189. So I need you to have this page open in front of you, and then page 189 of Mr. Ngiza's bundle.
Sorry.
So we should have this open. This is page 4 of Commissioner Spee's annexures.
Yes.
You should have that.
And what?
And then the Ngiza bundle of annexures that you were discussing with Commissioner Khumalo.
Yes.
Go to page 189. Are we there?
Yes. 189. Yeah.
Yes. You can see that document is a motor vehicle license and license disc document. You see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's familiar. It's a familiar document to you. It comes from the licensing department. You see that?
This one, Commissioner?
Yes. It should be at 189.
Yes.
The big 189. Now look at the registration number of that vehicle. It's DL, and then I won't say the rest of the numbers. The vehicle is a BMW 3 Series. Can you see that?
Yes, there's some
on that licensing document. Okay.
Yes, Commissioner.
Compare that with on this page the very first vehicle. Can you see it's the same registration number?
Yes, Commissioner. Okay. Yes.
And that document at the top, this one here, the licensing one, this one that you're holding, yes, that one.
Yes.
It says J.D. Mkhwanazi, where it says EMM Fleet. It has the name J.D. Mkhwanazi and it has a cell number. You see that?
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, so we can agree that the vehicle number 1 on this memorandum that has a signature is the same one as...
Yes, I agree 100%.
Okay, and it has your name. And then if you then do the same, go to page 218 of that big bundle.
Nizane?
Yes. 218.
Yes, Commissioner.
You remember, maybe let me remind you also that you remember yesterday when you were looking at this document with Ms. Silo, you said there was a Mercedes Kumbi. You accepted that in those cars there was a Mercedes Kumbi. Now, if you look at on this document, vehicle number 2, you see that?
Yes, Commissioner.
It starts registration number JP. On that list.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay. Now go to Ngiza 218, that license department. It's a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, the vehicle.
Sorry, Commissioner.
218.
Yes, sorry for a minute.
Okay.
I tend to lose this document. No, I'm sorted. I don't want to lose because I missed it. Thank you, my brother. Yes, I'm packing that document.
Okay, so you see vehicle number 2 on your memorandum, on this colorful memorandum, is the vehicle at page 218, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, and its registration number starts JP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
and that document from the licensing department has your name at the top. EMM Fleet, JD Mkhwanazi, and it has what looks like a cell number. You see that?
And it's my handwriting, I confirm again.
Yes. Okay. So at least we know 2 vehicles on this list, on that memorandum, are the vehicles that were registered by Mr. Steyn.
Yes, Commissioner.
And these are the vehicles that are also in this letter of confirmation that was written to somebody. We know it's that.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay. And then maybe lastly, I think there's more, but I think the point will have been made. If you go to Mkhwanazi, page 247. Mkhwanazi 247?
Yes, Commissioner.
And then in that list of vehicles, go to vehicle number 5. It's a BMW. Vehicle number 5, it starts BZ.
BZ99CK, yes.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't mention the number.
Humble apologies.
It's okay.
Humble
it's
apologies.
all right. Anyway, they were registered in the name of the municipality, so they were public property, actually. So we're entitled to mention them. So you've got that in that colorful list, and then at 247, we have a license, motor vehicle license disc certificate, and then you confirm at 247, you confirm the registration number is BZ.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, and the motor vehicle is BMW 3 Series.
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay, and then at the top again, it has your name and a cell phone number, and you say that's your handwriting.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, Commissioner.
So we know that, now we know from this, that at least some of the vehicles in this list are the vehicles that you ask Mr. Steyn to register.
You are 100% correct, Commissioner.
Okay. And this list, what I call the list, it says to somebody, this document here, it says to somebody, just for completeness, it says in the first paragraph, this letter serves to confirm that the EMPD, under the command of Acting Deputy Municipal Police Commissioner Brigadier J.D. Mkhwanazi of Specialized Services, has an endless working relationship and memorandum with CAT VIP. So you accept this is your letter. You must accept, because these vehicles that I've read for you are here with registration numbers, and they are on the license certificates, which has your name, and you say it's your registration, it's your handwriting.
The address, yes, in this document, yes.
So
100%, yes,
okay.
Commissioner.
All right, thank you. You can put Mkhwanazi away. And then, but still related to the same topic.
Then,
still
I
on
remove
this,
the file.
Yeah, you can put away Mkhwanazi now. Still on this same.
Same document, eh?
No, the same topic, the same related topic. You said earlier when you were explaining to Ms. Sillo how things work with registration, with vehicles. You said Mr. Steyn, as the proxy, is the one that deals with the registration. Okay, do you want me to repeat myself?
No, I'm listening.
You heard me?
Yes.
All right. You were explaining to Ms. Sillo how it works.
Yes, that's Commissioner.
That the proxy, Mr. Steyn, he's the one that deals with registration of vehicles. He's the one that hands out vehicles to officers, and by the time he hands them out, they already have blue lights. He sorts that out.
Yes,
I think that's
yes,
what you said.
Yes, Commissioner.
So
let me, blue lights and branding, if there's a branding, yes. I agree with 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you ask him to register a vehicle and it's an EMPD It's going to be an EMPD vehicle. And the donation letter, remember the donation letter, you don't have to go to it, I'll read it. And the donation letter says that the vehicles will enhance the EMPD's efforts in crime prevention and community safety and to assist in VIP protection training, tactical and training enhancement. When you give him that letter and then you say, go register these vehicles, as the person who's also responsible for making sure that EMPD vehicles have got blue lights, right? You said he's responsible for that, yes. Okay? He would therefore, can we accept that he would have been the one that arranges for blue lights for these cars that are being donated?
I lost you. You said he could be the one that
arranges the blue lights, because he's the person responsible for that. He would be the one responsible to make sure that these vehicles that are now EMPD vehicles have blue lights.
Yes, I get 200%.
Okay,
yes.
All right. So we will hear from him. We should ask him about these blue lights on these vehicles.
Yes, Commissioner, on my bundle, there's an attachment from Christine. When he was visited by Mr. Mkhwanazi's officers. Can you go to the bundle? There's a letter.
Which bundle?
It's JD.
Oh, your bundle.
I don't know how to do it.
Your bundle.
It's J. Brigadier Mkhwanazi, file 1, this thick one.
Okay. Page number?
I haven't checked which page where Christine.
Oh, Christine. There is an index at the front of the file, just check.
Oh, thank you.
The index, Ms. Sillo, doesn't describe the document.
Doesn't describe. Okay. We will locate for you. I'll locate it for you in a second.
Please.
Very important. I know it.
I don't have Christine.
Sorry, Commissioner. Commissioner, can you please describe the letter you are referring to?
Mr. Christine, he confirms that after the testimony of General Mkhwanazi, but it doesn't say so. I'm not sure is it the Hawks or what, but we had the registration plate of them. They went to him. They wanted to confirm that did he put any blue lights, did he put any branding as per allegation. Then when he responds, can you keep on checking it so that they can have it? When he responds, he says that when we accepted the donation, we were definitely sure that we said we don't have money, and in order for us to put blue lights and branding, it's supposed to be a council item that motivates that the city must put blue lights and brand, but it must be done in terms of finance, done by the finance department. They must allocate budget for that. And in that letter, it confirms that there was no budget for that. That was not done. It didn't do that.
Then, Commissioner, you don't have to look for that letter. If you say there's a letter like that where he does say that he didn't put in, he couldn't put in blue lights because there was no budget.
Yes, Commissioner.
Is that what you're saying about
it?
Okay, no, that's fine. Then that answers me. And then lastly from me, yesterday when in your last discussion with the chairperson, he asked you a question about when the Medicare, we're talking about Medicare 24 now, I've now shifted. And that discussion with the chair, and he asked you, you are not involved with health. Why are you the one that goes that deals with this? You remember that?
Yes,
discussion. I understood you accepted, in fact, I think in your evidence, you said, yes, you don't have the power to deal with health.
Yes.
I think you were asked who, and you said would be somewhere in the city managers, maybe the city manager. You said maybe the city manager, you said that.
Yes, maybe. No, Commissioner wanted the specific person. I said, it's a multi-department, it's different departments. There can't be one person who does that. That's why I was lost. Good work, good. But I've said, but the central person who can manage all these persons, maybe someone from city or someone that is delegated by the city manager.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, your testimony yesterday about how you came to deal with Medicare, right? And your past relationship, you said there was a relationship already. Your officers were going to their clinic during COVID. You remember that evidence?
Yes, and exams and cadets.
No, I want to talk about the COVID one. Did you are you the one that made the arrangement for Medicare to assist your officers with COVID testing and things related to that?
It was after COVID. Yeah, let me say it was about COVID. Yes.
So you are the one that did that?
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay. So when you entered into the memorandum, that was not the first time then that you had any dealings with Medicare, because in the sequence of events, the way you related it yesterday in the timeline, you said, my officers used to go to Medicare clinic. I heard about Medicare from my officers, and then I went and spoke to Mike. Correct me if I'm wrong in my recollection of your evidence.
It was for the first time for me after to go to Mike. In fact, they assisted us during that time for the first time. Then the second time it was carded or the photocopying and what. These two, they assisted us.
No.
But it was for the first time after they informed me. I wasn't aware, I didn't know up until the approach, up until I went there. That one I accept. But before that, I never had any, I didn't know it didn't know me.
No, let me be clear what you're saying. I'm not talking about the cadet thing, so don't worry about that.
Oh, yes.
I'm not concerned about that. We have a memorandum which says they will assist in drawing blood in drug busts and when your officers are injured on duty. That's the memorandum, right?
Yes.
Now, yesterday I understood you to say that was the first time you dealt with Medicare. Is that correct?
Yes, Commissioner, you're correct.
But we also know from your evidence that before this memorandum, let me put it differently. Before this memorandum, your officers were already attending at the clinic of Medicare for COVID testing.
No, Commissioner, it's wrong. It's wrong. I don't know what was the relations, you see, but they were not attending.
No, but you said.
No, I've said after, thanks for allowing me. I said after communicating with Mike, you see, that's when we started to see, after you had presented, it was after, I said after the COVID, that's when he started to raise the issue of testing and everything. That's when we started. But it was for the first time and it was starting after I met with him. Before that, I don't know what was the relations about.
Are you the one that introduced Mike to the city?
Not to officers, to the city, yes. To the senior management, yes. Yes, okay. I agree on that, Commissioner.
You are the one that started the relationship. Before you spoke to Mike, are you saying the city or the EMPD, both of them, did not have any relationship whatsoever, any working relationship with Medicare?
Commissioner, you're changing it.
No, I'm saying... Let me explain myself.
Yes.
I'm not trying to trick you. I really just want to understand what your evidence is because it is important. So if I'm not capturing it correctly, please correct me. Tell me, no, this is what it is.
Yes. My relationship, it started after the officers said there's this person who wants to assist EMPT. Then I went there. Yes. It started the day I first met him. He told me what he was going to do, what he's suggesting to do. Then after that, I've said, please go and present it to senior manager so that they will understand. Not even EMPT, senior than EMPT. After I spoke to my deputy chief of police, he advised me, no, the best way is to take it to that level. That's when it started. Then after that, after he came back, that's where the process of officers, not even officers per se, EMPT, because even seniors, they went there. You see, that process started.
So before the MOU, no one in the city was using Medicare clinic.
Maybe they use it privately, so.
Okay.
Yeah, not for EMPT things. No.
Okay.
No,
All
no,
right.
no.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Chair, of course.
May I very
Absolutely, Chair.
hopefully briefly, depending on the answers that I get. Commissioner, now that you have finally admitted that you gave the memorandum of agreement to Mr. Chris Stein, would you agree that you would have given it to him only if you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection? Do you agree?
May you please repeat? That's where you say only if, but
now that you have finally agreed that you did give Mr. Chris Stein the memorandum of agreement, do you accept that you would have done so only if you were of the view that there was indeed a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection? Do you understand me now?
You're too diplomatic, but Madlanga, Commissioner, let me agree that I took it to Chris because there was this process. You see, because even
I'm not talking about a process. I'm talking about your understanding or belief that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP protection. So I'm saying it would have made sense for you to give the memorandum to Mr. Chris Stein if you believed that there was indeed
if I believed
such an agreement.
Yes, now I get to you.
So you believed that there was an agreement.
I know that there was a process.
No.
I was very positive that they were going to sign, but
no, Commissioner, you said, oh yes. I took that to mean that you were agreeing that in your mind you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement. Is that correct?
Let me say yes.
Thank you. It's only logical, because if there was no memorandum of agreement and you too believe that there was no such agreement, you would not have given this to Mr. Chris Stein. It just would not have made sense for you to give it to him. So you've already agreed. You've already agreed. I'm just making an observation.
Now I get you.
Yes, I'm not inviting a response. Now, going to, again, the letter of intention to commit. Were you of the view that its content was correct? The letter of intent.
Yes,
surely you read it.
Yes.
And you were happy with its content.
Yes, at that time. But yesterday you told me, said no, it was
now,
not. Yes.
That too, in paragraph 2, Mr. Madlanga says that there is a signed memorandum of agreement with Eburuleni. So that too is another document that indicates that in your mind you were of the view that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement between the Metro and CAT VIP. It's only logical. After the earlier agreement, your earlier agreement.
Yes, and yesterday there's this document that is in my signature.
This agreement must just flow as a matter of course. You agree? Also?
Yes.
Now, I will take you to the document on which you gave me a hard time. That is in the space annexure.
Yes, I remember that.
RS2 small Roman 2. In that one, you deny. In fact, you said it's a forgery. It's not your document.
And I even said.
And can I tell you what my suspicion is with regard to your denial or your allegation that it's a forgery. I think that you are denying it because it says, you said, there was in existence a memorandum of agreement. Is that not the main reason for you to disagree?
Which document that I've said, can you?
RS22 of SPIS, that's the document yesterday that you said is a forgery.
No, Commissioner, if I said that, I was not going to deny. As I've said that, and as I've accepted that, it is me who went to them.
Remember in your testimony several times when Ms. Sillo was questioning you, you said several times with regard to Medicare 24, with regard to CAT VIP protection, no memorandum of agreement ever came into existence because I was the only one that signed within the metro.
Yes.
So you knew that you would be in serious difficulties if you were to admit that you penned this document because it says in it that there was a memorandum of agreement and it purports to have been written by you. If after the questioning by Ms. Sillo and what you had said with regard to the existence or otherwise of a memorandum of agreement, and you now suddenly agreed that yes, I wrote this letter, yes, in this letter I say there was a memorandum of you would have been in trouble, immediate trouble. So it makes sense that you would have denied that you ever wrote this letter. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree, but Madlanga. Remember, you asked me many times yesterday, you see, about, I lost it now. There's something that I wanted to say, but it was you who was asking. In fact, you were not fighting me, you see. You were trying to get truth in something. Yes.
Just on the, yes. Let me hear you.
Yes, you were trying to get truth in something. I said, no, can you verify? If at all in the documents it's me, I will accept. Because I made the relations with the two companies. Yes. It is me who made relations. I agree on that.
Let me just make this observation.
Yes,
you may comment if you want to. I understand why you would deny that you wrote this letter. It's because it would be, your admission of having written this letter would be at odds what you had said earlier when Ms. Sillo took you through the memoranda. So I understand your denial. I'm not saying it's acceptable, but I understand why you would deny it.
Okay.
Do you want to comment?
No, I don't have a comment on that.
All right. Now, having said that you gave Mr. Christine the quote-unquote memorandum of agreement, and having said that you had no problem with the content of the letter of intention to commit insofar as it relates to the existence of a memorandum of agreement, I suggest to you that it would not have been odd at all for you to write in this letter of the 16th of October, the to whom it may concern letter, to write in there that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement with CAT Matala, with CAT VIP protection. It would not have been odd at all. The three connect together. Your comment?
No, I don't have a comment. I'm making it, but no, I don't have it.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Illa, before you take this back, I just want to put something to...
Indeed, Commissioner.
I just want to put something to Commissioner in the light of our discussion. I asked you in this last discussion whether you are the one that introduced Medicare to the city, and you said yes. I want to read you my note of yesterday,
yes.
What you said about it. You said our members, you said you were talking to your members about VIP protection, and then you said our members from Community Liaison Unit said they were working with Medicare. That's my note of your evidence yesterday. That you heard about it from your members, and it's your members from the liaison unit, from the community liaison.
No, from the CAT, it's not CLU. The CAT, it's your SWAT tactical. Okay. Even yesterday you wanted clarity on that. I clarified. We talked about intervention and different, but it's my members, yes, but from the community. No intervention unit.
No.
Can I clarify it, please, Commissioner?
No, I don't want you to repeat. To repeat, I'm reading you my note. And then I'm going to hand you over to Ms. Sillo. I'm just saying to you, here's what I recorded as your evidence yesterday. You are free to tell me. If you're telling me I was wrong, that's fine. You don't have to explain it. We can leave it at that. So I'm reading for you. You said yesterday, our members from Community Liaison Unit said they were working with Medicare. They told me about Medicare and said they were working with Medicare, right?
Yes.
So your members told you they were working with Medicare?
Yes.
Yes. So you're not the one that introduced Medicare to the city. It must mean that. If you heard about Medicare from the community liaison members, and they said to you, we are working with Medicare 24, it means you did not introduce Medicare to the city.
But I'm the one who said you must go to...
To where?
To the senior management.
Yes. No, where Mike made a presentation.
Yes.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That evidence I understand. Okay. What I'm putting to you is, according to your evidence yesterday, Medicare was already working with members of your community liaison unit.
Yes. Is
that correct, right?
Yes.
And if community liaison unit was already working with Medicare at that point, somebody else entered into that arrangement on behalf of the city or community liaison unit. It's not you, it's somebody else, right? You don't know who?
Yes, let me say so.
Okay. Now, we heard from Commissioner Mapiaye, from Chief Mapiaye, but also you repeated it yesterday, that the municipal manager is the person, or the city manager, is the person who has the authority to enter into contracts, memorandum of understanding on behalf of the city. You remember that evidence?
Yes, and I agree.
And it is correct to say that, right?
Yes.
So if there was a contract, a lawful and valid contract, if it was done lawfully, if there's a contract between Medicare or an agreement with Medicare to provide services to the community liaison unit, if it was done lawfully, it would have been entered into by the city manager.
Yeah. Commissioner, I don't want to take a wrong direction and view. There are memorandum of agreements that you sign as a department. I'm saying so, I'm going to give example, and you can go and check, but we liaise with legal and corporate. As I've said, that we develop a memorandum of agreement within the department, you take it for comments. There are 5 or 6 memorandum of agreement as I signed now as an acting HOD, but it was a conversation between legal and corporate. But maybe they may be delegated, but we didn't communicate with.
Yeah, you don't know anything about this.
Yes,
I'm not saying you did anything. What I'm putting to you, and let me say that Dr. Mkhwanazi, when she was testifying, she also said she's the one with the authority to enter into contract. Chief Mapiaye said the same thing. You have confirmed that yesterday, that the authority lies with the city manager, right? Why are you hesitating?
There's an attachment that I will attach today. There's a document that I discovered yesterday at night where he signed on behalf of the department with, you see.
Okay.
But as you said, I think I must agree, because I don't know what has happened before and before it came there.
Yes.
And I don't know the communication between him and the city manager. I agree.
Okay.
I agree. I can't talk on behalf of.
Okay.
I agree.
But it's possible. I guess what I'm putting is now that we know where the authority lies, it lies with the city manager.
Yes.
And we know now from your evidence that your community liaison people were using Medicare before you started talking to Mike, right? They are the ones that told you about Medicare.
Commissioner, can I take that blame? Can I take that ownership? Because I don't know what was the relations, you see.
No, I'm
but
not.
the one that introduced, can I take that? You see, I don't want to shift the blame to other people, you see. Can I take it? I'm the one who said, Mike, go and present to the senior authority. Maybe they may have maybe it was a consultation they spoke or what. Maybe it may be those relations.
Yes.
But these ones, may I take ownership? I don't want in this commission, because I see you, I want to distance from what I did, you see.
Okay.
I want to be honest in this commission. The one that we're talking about, I'm the one who did it, not them.
So were you not being truthful yesterday when you said, from what you're saying now, were you not being truthful yesterday when you said, our members from community liaison said they were working with Medicare? Because that's what you said yesterday.
Yes, I'm truthful, Commissioner. Okay. But I'm saying this one of taking it to that level, it is me. You see, it is not them, it is me.
No, I'm not saying they did anything wrong.
Oh, I get you, Commissioner.
And I'm not saying you did anything wrong either. I'm not saying anyone did wrong.
Okay,
I'm just putting things so that they make sense. Putting things together. The one is the authority to contract lies with the city manager.
Yes.
We are all agreed on that, right?
Yes.
2, your evidence is that your community liaison people told you they were already using Medicare, right? When they told you go talk to Mike, right?
Yes.
They told you that they are working with Medicare.
Yes.
All I'm putting to you is, if there is a lawful agreement that allowed the community liaison people to use Medicare, if it is lawful, it would have been concluded by the city manager or someone that she delegated. You accept that as a proposition?
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's all I wanted to establish. Thank you very much.
No, when you're a leader, you must take. When you're a leader, you must take responsibility for the decisions that you have taken, you see. I don't want to shift the blame and say, she's now. No. But I understand what you said. Correct, 100%.
All right, thank you.
Just one last thing, at least on this aspect.
Yes, Chair.
Silo and Commissioner. When I engaged you this last time, I said you believed that there was in existence a memorandum. And then I took you all the way through, and when I engaged you this last time, in fact, my question suggested that you believed that there was in existence a memorandum of agreement. I want to temper that language, because you know for a fact that there was no memorandum of agreement in existence. Not so.
There was a process that I started.
No, please answer, otherwise we'll take forever. There was no memorandum of agreement and you knew it, correct?
Correct, Madlanga.
And you knew that from the very first time you were the only signatory to that document, the intended memorandum of agreement.
For the CAT?
Yeah, CAT only.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That one,
Yes. So, when you gave this memorandum to Mr. Chris Stein, it was more a case of you making out as though there was in existence a memorandum of agreement, correct?
No, it's not correct, Madlanga. You know, when you look at this document, there are 2 different documents. The other one is saving my only signature.
But is the content different?
No, it's not the same. The other one
is the content different?
Yes, can you go to both documents? The other one is saving, and you even raise it, my signature and Vus Matlala. And there's my signature.
Only his name, but
Yes.
not his signature. But is the content
I wanted
different?
to say that. Yes, the content,
Sorry.
The content is not the same.
The contract or the content differs.
The other one is having 3.
It doesn't matter. None of that matters, Mr. Commissioner. None of that matters. You have admitted that you gave that document to Mr. Christine. That's what matters.
Oh, yeah.
And that document purports that there is in existence a memorandum of agreement between between CAT VIP Protection and the Metro. That's what matters. And you have agreed that you gave that document to Mr. Christine. So let's not go back there.
Okay.
Now my question is, you having given that document to Mr. Christine, you were making out as though there was in existence a memorandum of agreement, correct?
That's not correct, Mama.
Why not? Purely because this one does not bear a signature?
No.
Why should that matter? Because you have accepted that you gave that document, signature or no signature.
No,
You've
but-
accepted that you gave that document to Mr. Christine. So why does it matter? Why should it matter?
After that, your sentence says, when I went to Chris, created as if there is. Or in fact, I lied to Chris. Let me say so.
Was there a memorandum of agreement in existence? There wasn't. There wasn't. Not so. There wasn't. There wasn't.
That's why the
No,
document is not
please,
signed.
let's not speak at the same time. There was no memorandum of agreement. There wasn't, correct?
You are correct, Mama.
You have accepted that you gave that document to Mr. Christine, correct?
Yes.
And that document purports to be a memorandum of agreement, correct?
Yes.
So why would you deny that you were making out as though there was in existence a memorandum of agreement?
No, I did.
A yes just must follow as a matter of course. Correct?
You are cornering me, Mama.
Correct? All right, I'll leave it at that. No answer.
Thank you, Chair and Commissioners. Commissioner Mkhwanazi, following on your engagement with the commissioners,
Yes.
I would have wanted to ask you another question, hopefully a final one on the topic for clarification, but unfortunately it requires me to use the verb facilitate, and I know that you consider that a declaration of war. So I haven't found a better verb to substitute, so I will not pose my question.
I can't fight with the commissioner. I will stay in prison for life.
I'll ask you a different one, and just in passing. Very briefly, have you ever received any money from Mr. Vusimusi Madlanga, or him personally, directly, or any of his companies?
No, but
It's a yes or no?
The part just might be interesting.
no, let me say.
Okay, I'll allow you the but.
Let me relate the relations. Yes, we had dinner, we had lunch, suppers. In fact, we are talking now. You see, sometimes he'll give me money for petrol, or sometimes he'll borrow money from me. Saying mali petrol, can you give me 500 rand, 300 rand? It's those monies. But we just have said to you, we're beginning to be that close now, talking every day and meeting and discussing. Even after these failed things, he was never negative to me. You see, he was very positive, and you see, the only thing that stopped the communications, this news that, hey, now there was this shock and fear. You see, but Madlanga commissioners were very, very close. You see, communicating. The only thing that he didn't like to discuss politics, but we'll discuss many things. Even some frustrations that I was having at work. In fact, I treated him as a brother. You see, that's why I was so shocked when there was this thing of guilt. But I said, why didn't he talk to me? Or why didn't he talk to me having such challenges? But we were very, very, very close, like a brother. You see.
The short answer is that you did get money from him for things like petrol, 500 rand here,
Food,
300 rand here for food.
Yes, yes. There was a time where there was serious frustration on suspension coming. Remember, I was getting overtime and some benefits. Then it was difficult for me to buy food and feed the kids, and you see. Then I was saying, Gamla, 200 nyana, 1,000 nyana, and he will, and say, no, Gamla, I'll give you some, you see. Yes. Let me think of something else. Some I won't even remember, but there was, I won't lie to you. As I've said, that we began yesterday morning, and even in the WhatsApp, you could see that we were calling each other Gamla. In fact, it was not even Gamla, man. There's a word that I used to, blood brother. To those, I had a funeral where I lost 3 siblings. He was there. He was there. I remember, Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Yes,
Mkhwanazi.
let me say yes. When I had...
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I apologize. My question, I had insisted, was a yes or no
Oh, let me
answer.
say yes.
And the chair
Yes,
is the one who got us into this trouble.
Oh, yes.
By saying that the bat might be important.
The bat,
but it's a never-ending bat.
the bat, it actually gave you the answer.
No, I wanted to be 100% transparent.
Indeed.
Because I lost 3 siblings. I'm the one who's working. They were not working. There was where he came and assisted with money to buy meat for that funeral, and he assisted and even attended the funeral. He supported me. He was there.
Thank you. I take it when you say money for petrol, you gave examples of 500 rand, 1,000 there. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, I spoke about the funeral even now. He assisted.
Okay, now
yes.
And the assistance for the funeral, what levels have we reached then? How much? Guesswork. I won't hold you strictly to a number.
In terms of levels, I don't understand. How much?
From 500, 1,000 for petrol, the funeral.
It was thousands.
How many?
I'm not sure, commissioners,
When was
But around 2020, I was suspended 2023, around it's 2023, 2022 there. I don't remember, but I lost, it was the period of, but it was within a year, 6 months, I lost siblings like this, yes.
So it was following your suspension or before your suspension? I'm trying to find a time slot.
Before and after.
Before and after.
Yes, I lost siblings there.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
And if I suggested to you that in 2022 you received varying amounts, at times 20,000 at one go, 30,000 at one go, would you have a challenge?
No, not varying amounts. I think it was once. The other ones, it was food and not money. No.
I'm going to...
Let's say it may be 20 or 50 there, yeah. He assisted me there. I don't want to lie. I was able to bury one of my siblings.
Now, and Mr. Van Wyk, has he ever lent you money, given you money?
No, with Van Wyk, I raised the frustrations of kids.
No, has he?
Yeah, no, he has never. No, Mike has never given me money.
Has he ever assisted you financially in any manner whatsoever?
No, with Mike, we were talking about, he was having a friend. He said, we were discussing about frustrations of me paying school fees and what. He said, no, man, I've got a guy that can assist you, if I remember. I've got a guy that he does sponsors. He does.
Sorry.
Yes. Let me wait.
We were. You were. Please continue. You were saying.
No, they say he was having a friend from Wheatbank on Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
He does give sponsors and assist kids and everything.
Okay.
Then he requested me to identify kids and identify school kids and send him a bank account, but he will negotiate, but that didn't materialize. But there was no relations anymore. That didn't materialize.
So
that guy didn't do that.
Was this for underprivileged kids, for instance?
No. We discussed. I was discussing with him that I'm having these challenges.
I heard you say you must identify kids. So I thought.
No, my kids.
Oh, your kids.
Oh yes, that are at school. Yes.
Okay, a pack of 3 pages have just been put before you. They are a continuation of the EMPD exhibit bundle. CJC 56A. So
yes.
it will go to the bottom of that pile. You confirm that that is an email from you dated the 5th of June 2024, the first document?
Yes.
Addressed to Mr. Van Wyk?
Yes.
And you say, good afternoon, Mike. And it describes the attachments as statement, as a PDF document. You confirm that?
Yes, yes.
And attached to that is a high school, I won't say the name, statement for a stated student bearing same name as you.
Yes.
For 66,000. You confirm that's what you sent to Mr. Van Wyk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's where you solicited the financial assistance.
Soliciting. That's where we, after engaging with him, he promised that he's going to talk to that guy to assist. Yes.
But you say nothing came of that?
No, nothing. From that thing, nothing.
So if the commission were to investigate as to how this bill was settled eventually?
Please. No, it was not settled. You can go. Please,
Okay.
you can go.
So it
Yeah,
was
I'm still having challenges, yes. It was not settled.
You say you are doing what?
Yeah, I'm saying we can. The way you can investigate.
Oh, I thought I heard the word challenge.
I know.
Okay.
You can investigate. Nothing.
All right, now if you turn to the third page, the last one, is that a correct reflection what's on that page?
The school fees.
And the other one?
This one.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So I'm saying that table, does it correctly reflect the payments made to you on the dates specified there and in the amounts reflected?
No.
Do you accept or deny?
No, the first one, Vusa assisted, I agreed.
The one of 20,000?
Yes. This one, Medicare. Mike didn't assist me with anything, madam.
No. All I want is, there are two other payments. I want your comment on them. Do you confirm that the account number reflected there is yours? Under the column 2 account number?
Yes.
It's the same account throughout, so that's your account?
Yes.
The last column reflects the various amounts, 3 in total. You've admitted the first?
Yes.
You deny the second?
No, I've never, I don't remember.
No, I just, is a yes or no? Do you deny the second?
Yes, I don't remember.
Do you deny the third?
Black egg, what is black egg?
From the evidence that we have had so far, it's one of Mr. Matala's companies, if that helps.
Yeah, but if it's from Madlanga, Madlanga assisted me a lot during those times. If it's from Madlanga, I accept. You see, Mike never assisted me when it.
No, all of them are from Mr. Madlanga. All those entities listed there are associated with Mr. Madlanga. So they're not from Mike.
No, Vusi used to assist me.
From Mr. Madlanga, okay.
Yeah, in bad times, he used to assist me. Yes.
So you do admit receiving these payments from Mr. Madlanga in these periods, or entities associated?
Yeah, no, Vusi used to assist me. Yes,
okay.
No, that's one I agree.
Transcript, you mentioned the amounts, but not the dates.
Okay, maybe for completeness.
That dates, yes, I agree. That dates, yes.
Yes, the 5th of May, 2022, 20,000. For purposes of the record. The second, in fact, I'll start again. The first is paid by Cat Protection and Security Services Pty Limited into the stated account. The date paid is 5th May 2022, an amount of 20,000. The second is by Medicare 24 Tshwane District Pty Limited, and I thought that is Mr. Van Wyk's entity, but nonetheless, same account, and the date is 18 June 2022 for 20,000. The last is Black AK Trading and Suppliers Pty Limited. Once again, the account details are the same, and that was on the 10th of December 2022 for 30,000.
Yeah. No.
That was for the record. Thanks, Commissioner.
Yes, and on top of...
Apologies. All I'm asking is that you do confirm for the record that those are affected.
Yes. In fact, even on top of that, he had this thing with Ngamla. When this thing is a PS Ibarat, I will make you for no resign, man. You see, we had that. No, I don't want to lie. We had that, and I prayed for him. You see, that thing. Even when there were bad news, I said, No, I must be honest. We were like,
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I do appreciate the closeness of your relationship. You explained away one payment because you said you had a death in the family.
Yes.
And the other payments, what were they for?
Commissioners, I had many challenges, you see.
Yeah.
We discussed, used to assist, not even these ones, as maybe on top of these ones, it may be these 500 that when you discuss and get, and you see, we discussed many things with Vusi, and he was assisting. He was a brother.
I see that they were over a period 5th of May to the 10th of December. I know that. And I know that the letter of intention to commit issued by Mr. Madlanga, you remember, annexed JM 17 by Mapieye, is dated the 15th of June 2022.
Yes.
The letter that gave rise to the registration of vehicles.
Yes.
I will argue before the commissioners that those payments were made in gratification for your efforts in facilitating the registration of the vehicles to enable Mr. Madlanga to fit them with blue lines.
No.
Do you have? Let me finish first, because I'm going to invite you for a comment.
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to argue to the commissioners, based on the evidence and these amounts and the times. Particularly because when you started, I asked you whether you have received monies. You were telling me about Ngamla 500, 1,000.
I agree.
And then you stuck with that story until you just increased it slightly. I asked you to give me a number that he would have contributed for the funeral, seeing as for petrol and the like, it's 500,000, and technically you refused to. It is when I produced these amounts to you that then you allocated one of them potentially to a funeral. You refused to state when was this death. It stretched from before or after your suspension, and here there are specific dates. So on the basis of all that, I am going to seek to persuade the commissioners that this is in part gratification. I'm not even suggesting it's the totality, but at least we know that at the moment of that letter of intention to commit, Mr. Madlanga had started making significant payments to you.
No.
Do you have a comment?
No, it's not that. As I'm saying that, he even promised me far more than that. Even now, when we were not having, there was nothing that was happening. You see, he said, when I get this thing, you will retire, I'm going to take, you will find another thing, business and everything. And I was very happy. In far more than that, you see. Even though it didn't specify, you see. And I even said, I was praying that to get those things. I was praying that to get that tender, you see, so that I can start my own and relax, as you see. This is, in fact, to him, it was just nothing. It has nothing to do with that, you see. There was something which is bigger than this, you see. When there was nothing that is happening, nurse and other things, he said, no, I want you to start your own thing and retire. I said, hey.
May I be fair to you and ask you not to commit yourself too early? I didn't say that is the totality of the evidence of payments made to you.
Oh, yes.
I'm just discussing the payments in that period of 2012.
Okay.
So I would advise that you don't commit yourself any further, than you have on the scope. Commissioners, that would bring me to the conclusion of my part with Commissioner Mkhwanazi, and I thank you for the opportunity. As I said, we move to the next chapter. That will be led by Advocate Mkhwanazi, and we require about 5 minutes just to change of guard. And I think Commissioner Mkhwanazi would also appreciate a comfort break.
Yes. We'll hear from you. Let's adjourn.
Thank you, Chair.